morning, class. My name is Bethany Villanueva, but you can call me Teacher Beth or Chur for short. Before we start our class, let us have an energizer.
Yoo-hoo! Welcome back to another Brain Break, the game where we energize our body to ignite our mind. And today we're playing the game Would You Rather Among Us Edition. You will have 10 seconds to choose between two options and then 20 seconds to do the matching activity. Are you ready to go? Here's round one. Would you rather be the imposter or be a crewmate? If you said imposter, you get to do standing side crunches. And if you said crewmate, you get to do star jumps. Great work. On to round two. Would you rather play in Polis or play in the Skeld? If you said Polis, you get to do squat punches. And if you said Skeld, you get to skip in place. Nice work. Would you rather be a colorful crewmate or a black and white crewmate? If you said colorful, you get to do squat jumps. If you said black and white, you get to do standing elbows to knees. All right, last round. Would you rather use the vents or self-report? If you said use the vents, you get to run in place. And if you said self-report, you get to hop on one foot.
I hope you're energized. Now I will check your attendance. Is there any absentees for the day?
None, teacher.
Very good. So, how was your day?
So far it's fine, teacher.
That's good to know. Now class, do you still remember the classroom rules?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now what will you do when someone is speaking?
Listen attentively and do not interrupt, teacher.
That's right. Now, what will you do when you want to answer?
Raise my hand, teacher.
Okay, I'm expecting that from you, huh? Now, you are already a group into form based on the color of your headdress. The Team Heart, Team Tail, Team Talon, and Team Fang. Now, I have a wheel and questions for you. First question will go to whatever team the arrow will be pointing at, and so on and so forth. You must be synchronized when telling the answer, huh? Is it clear, class?
Yes, teacher.
As you have observed, I have here your scoreboard, wherein the score of your team will be reflected based on your collaborative performance. 4 crystal points will be given if you cooperate, and 2 crystal points will be deducted if you misbehave. Is it clear, class?
Yes, teacher.
Read this dialogue first, and then let's answer.
Namari, before we reached Fang, I had asked you to give us the last gem piece.
I hadn't given it to you, because I chose my tribe over my enemies.
But you could save everyone. And you don't have to shot Sisu.
It wasn't all Miria. You had also distracted me and I accidentally pressed the trigger.
But you also betrayed us. You betrayed me.
Trust me. I didn't know better. My mother had manipulated me. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm glad we're having a talk. I'm just scared of trusting people again.
Excellent. Now, first question goes to... Okay. The question is, what did Raya ask before they reached Fang? Now, for the second spin. Oops. For the second question, why didn't Namari give the gem piece? Correct! Now, for the third spin. The third question is, what happened after Raya had distracted Namari? Correct! Now for the fourth spin. Fourth question is, why did Namari betray Raya? Correct! Congratulations, you all have 4 gems. Wow, you're pretty great. You were able to answer all of the questions. Now, what did you notice about the tense of the verb? And she accidentally shot Sisu.
Shot is the past tense of shoot.
Correct. How do you know that it's in the past tense?
Because it already happened.
That's right. Can you give me another example of a sentence containing simple past tense?
I finished my homework.
Very good. Now, we will look into a similar topic known as past perfect tense. Do you have any idea what past perfect tense is?
I think past perfect tense talks about the past.
Yes, you're actually right. But there's more into that. Both of these tenses talk about the past, but they talk about in completely different ways. The past simple tense is used to talk about one or more actions that happened in the past, and they are finished and over. The past perfect tense is used to talk about at least 2 actions in the past, and you want to know which one happened first in the past. Let's go to our thought bubble for further illustration. Let's look at this timeline first. We have our past simple. This is now, and it's 8 a.m. in the morning. So some things happened before now. That means in the past, right? Something happened at 7:30, 7, and 6:30. We could say at 6:30, I ate breakfast. At 7, I washed the dishes. And at 7:30, I checked my assignments. 8, washed, and checked are all examples of simple past tense. Now, let's look at past perfect tense. It's 8 o'clock now, and we're talking about things that happened before now, but the same time periods. So we could say, before I checked my assignments, I had eaten my breakfast and I had washed the dishes. This tense allows us to know what happened before then by using the auxiliary or helping verb had. This tense allows us to know what happened before then by using the auxiliary or helping verb had, together with the past participle of the verb eaten and washed. Verbs could be regular, like wash, and add ed if it's in past tense or past perfect, and irregular, like eat, ate, eaten, which change or do not change spelling if it's in past or perfect tense. Notice also the tense which is comparably happened later than the other actions is in past tense. So past perfect tense generally used to talk about the action that happened first, which is earlier than simple past and present tense. For the structure, all you do is take the subject, which is the I, you, and etc., and you add the past simple form of the verb, that is, in simple past tense, whether it's a regular verb or a irregular verb. For example, I joined yesterday. You joined, we joined, they joined, he joined, she joined, and it joined. Those are examples with a regular verb. With an irregular verb, like the verb to go, that's the base form of the verb. So every day I go to work, that is in simple present tense. Yesterday I went to school, that is a simple past tense. And they had gone to school, that is a past perfect tense, right? Okay, in the negative form of that, it would become she didn't join. And the negative form of that in interrogative is did she join yesterday? For the structure in past perfect tense, all you do is take the subject, which is the I, you, and etc., and you add had, which is the helping verb and the past participle form of the verb, whether it's a regular verb or a irregular verb. For example, I had joined. I had joined yesterday. You had joined. We had joined. They had joined. He had joined. She had joined. And it had joined. Those are examples with a regular verb. With an irregular verb, like the verb to go, that's the base form of the verb. So every day I go to work. Yesterday I went to school. It's a simple past tense. I had gone to school when I finished my chores. That is an example of a past participle using the irregular verb. Because there are different forms of irregular verb. They could change in spelling or they could not change in spelling. In the negative form of that, it would become
he hadn't worked. For the interrogative, had he worked?
Are there any questions? None? Okay. Congratulations everyone! To assess whether you all understood the topic, we will have another activity. Here is what you are going to do. With the same group, we're still going to do the same. Whatever the team will be pointing at by the wheel, will read the statement, pick up the verb, and answer whether the tense is past tense or a perfect tense. Is it clear? Okay. Here are the questions.
Namari had gone out when Sisu died by an arrow shot.
Correct.
Roya's dad transformed into stone.
Correct.
Namari had given up because she realized her mistakes.
Correct.
They had saved Gyumendra by the time they turned into stone.
Correct.
Awesome job class, keep it up! Now for your short quiz, prepare yourself a piece of paper and write down the correct tense of the verb. Is it clear? Okay. Here are the questions.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
My friend blanked his lawn before he came over to mow mine. A. Had mowed. B. Is mowing. C. Has mowed. D. Mows.
Another one.
I had placed an orange on my teacher's desk before I blanked the 15 other oranges in the basket next to her. A. Noticing. B. Had been noticed. C. Noticed. D. Notice.
Another.
My daughter had driven her sister to her friend's house before she blanked to the movies herself. A. Went. B. Going. C. Goes. D. Go.
Another one.
I blank a report on how plants grow last year for class and built a diorama for this year's final project instead. A. Writes. B. Had written. C. Wrote. D. Write.
Another one.
Last year, I blank a Camila Cabello song for the talent show, followed by a rendition of Beyonce. A. Had sung. B. Had been singing. C. Has been singing. D. Sing.
Another one.
My dog blank at the moon before he sang to the neighbor's dog. A. He's howling. B. Had howled. C. Howling. D. Howled.
Another one.
After I blank taking the final exam, my friends grilled me for hours on what questions I saw on the test. A. Has completed. B. Had been completing. C. Had been completed. D. Completed.
Another one.
Mom had tucked me in for bed before I blank big enough to go to sleep by myself. A. Grew. B. Had grown. C. Growing. D. Has been growing.
Another one.
I had read the newspaper every morning during breakfast until I blanked a smartwatch and started getting the news all day long. A. Had bought. B. Has bought. C. Have bought. D. Bought.
Another one.
Had you blank your promise, we would be chilling right now. A. Keeping. B. Been keeping. C. Kept. D. Keep. Congrats class, you did a great job. Now for your assignment, the direction is, in your notebook, write 10 sentences about what happened in your favorite film or TV series or book or experiences using the simple past tense and past perfect tense. Are there any questions? None? Okay. Thank you for your full participation. Goodbye class.